Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Archangel, and I wanted to make a video about my channel update. I know I haven't made a video in about 2 months, month and a half, or whatever. I've been pretty busy with family stuff and real life things. It happens, as you do. Um, but a lot of it has come to kind of a close, and I feel like I've got a lot of time now. I've got the time to make more videos and stuff and finish up what I'm doing and start new stuff. So I just wanted to give that update on my channel, and then everything that's been happening in my life kind of came to a climactic head with my trip to BlizzCon, and so I wanted to talk about that a little bit also, just like in a quick video. So I'll just jump right into that. Number one thing that just was on everybody's mind was the Diablo Immortal mobile game, and I mean, poor Wyatt Chang. He, stage being a stage presence is hard, and so kudos to him for having the courage to do it. But like sharing your artwork and your work with people, knowing that they'll judge you one way or another, that's hard. Public speaking in general is hard. So like his presentation wasn't great, but you try getting up and talking to thousands of people about something that you're really passionate about and you're really excited about. I feel like a lot of that hate and vitriol came for the mobile game. I don't think it was justified. I think it was just sort of like people hyped up what they wanted. They wanted a Diablo 4. They wanted a Diablo 3 expansion at least. They wanted a Diablo 2 remaster. I personally wanted them to announce the rumored Netflix series that's coming up, or supposed to be coming up. Instead, we got a mobile game that a lot of people were disappointed with. Unfortunately, a lot of that negativity comes from people that weren't even at BlizzCon. They didn't even get to try the game. And to be completely honest, the game was fine. It played great. It's introducing a new story in the Diablo universe and Sanctuary that is all the untold tales between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. There's like a 20-year gap of story. And, they wanted to fill in some unanswered questions on, like, how did this transition happen? How did Malthael turn against humanity and vote that they should be destroyed? What's Adria's backstory? That kind of thing. What is it that led to Tyrael challenging the Angiers Council and then, sacrificing his immortality, which, he became the shooting star that you find in the beginning of the game. And they do a little backstory of that, but like, what are the events that led up to that, from the Sanctuary level, the human level, the Nephilim level, whatever. And so, like, the fact that they're coming out with basically what I equate to as Diablo 2.5, told entirely on a mobile game. And I'm excited for it. I'm not excited, but like, it gives a new mobile game option. If you're, wanting a mobile game and you want to play a Blizzard game, the only option that you have is Hearthstone. I'm not really into Hearthstone that much, so I look to other things. This will give a new option for playing a Blizzard game while you're sitting on the crapper. Personally, I'd rather slay demons than play cards, and so I'm looking forward to it. Whether or not the majority of people are, I'm going to play it. I'm going to be stoked when it comes out. So, shout out to the Diablo team, and especially Wyatt Chang, who you know, most of you guys gave him a really hard time, and I don't think that's fair. You know, they worked hard on this. They wanted it to be something that people enjoy, and the backlash was just really unnecessary. Moving on to the BFA patch, Tides of Vengeance. Malfurion and Tyrande are pissed off, and they are basically making a stand with the, you know, Darnashian refugees and, you know, the remaining Sentinel army. And, you know, you watch that little video and you get a little, like, oh yeah, this is basically Illidan. I mean, they're twins. So, you know, he has that look, but you've never really seen that look of anger so much in Malfurion, sorry. You know, even when Cenarius was killed, or when Ysera was killed, he didn't have that vengeance, that vindictive side to him. But he uses Entangling Roots to bury somebody alive. That dude is mad, and I can't wait for it. The other thing is, you know, the Lost Honor clip for Sourfang, and boy, does it have Horde players divided on, you know, do I stand with War Chief Sylvanas because she's the Dark Lady, she's the War Chief, you know, I'm loyal to her, or do I believe in Sourfang and him becoming War Chief? You know, a lot of people have said, like, Sourfang should have been War Chief. Why wasn't he picked? Now you'll get that opportunity, and it's got a lot of Horde players divided, and that's very interesting. Because now when people yell for the Horde, whose Horde are you for? You know? So I think that's really cool. And then, you know, another thing that's got people sort of speculating about and talking about is picture of Sylvanas with the Xal'atath dagger, Shadow Priest artifact from Legion, which, for those who don't know, has a servant of the old gods ? So how do the old gods tie into this? What are their connections to Sylvanas in this next upcoming thing? So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out, how that shakes out. The next thing that was cool was Warcraft 3 Reforged. It's exactly what you would expect. It looks great. Plays the same as the old game. On the floor, we got to play the infamous Culling of Stratholme mission, which, you know, you play through in Warcraft 3, and you also go back in time to with the Bronze Dragon flight. They take you back to that, you know, pivotal moment in history, which is basically the line drawn in Arthas's ascension to become the Lich King. For those who don't know that, also, you know, I'm just recapping what happened, but that's the mission that we got to play. And you have to basically kill your own people who are infected with this plague, so that Mal'Ganis doesn't use them for the Scourge. But yeah, that's speaking on my channel. Once I'm done with StarCraft Remastered, when Warcraft 3 comes out, that will probably be something that I do, is play through Warcraft 3 start to finish. So that'll be another, like, long commitment. You know, I already know that series, the StarCraft Remastered series, is going on really long. Only a few episodes left, so bear with me on that. And they're all already recorded, so they just need to be uploaded. I just haven't had the time. But they're coming. They're coming. I promise you. And then World of Warcraft Classic. I got to play that. It's amazing to see how far this game has come in the last 14 years. And I understand a lot of people, have that nostalgia of playing that game. Some people have, children that are younger than the characters that they play in WoW now. So, it's understandable that there's that passion and people wanted that. But, like, man, that demo just brought back so many memories of hunters having not an extra bag, but a bag dedicated to arrows. Warriors basically being starved of the rage resource, and you got to auto attack for 10 to 15 seconds before you can do anything, and that's only if you hit. The fact that you have to sit down and eat or drink to get your mana back, those types of things make it like slow and grindy. You got to go and get 10 Zevra hooves, and they only have like a 20% chance to drop, if that, and you're grinding and killing things. And if you come across an elite mob, like, you're done. If you can't run away, you're done. Personally, I'll probably dabble a little bit, but I'm not going to dedicate so much time to it. Like, it's rough. It is definitely like, hey, remember this? Remember how bad this was? Now compare it to BFA. And, you're welcome, basically. Moving on, the next thing was Overwatch, where they introduced a new character. Let me see if I get this right. Elizabeth Caledonia Calamity Ash, who is the leader of the Deadlock Gang, the current leader of the Deadlock Gang. She has a history, if you will, with Jesse McCree. And the way that she plays is, you could debate this, but she's basically the love child of Widowmaker, Junkrat, and Lucio. She's got a sniper rifle. Not a sniper rifle, but she can snipe. She, throws dynamite bombs. And then she has like a coach gun that, does a knockback. And you can push people off of bridges and ledges and stuff with that. Or she can also use it to jump onto ledges, kind of like Junkrat's mine that he, launches himself in the air with. And then her ultimate is she summons Bob, her Omnic friend with the mustache and bowler hat. And he charges into the battle like Reinhardt. And then when he hits somebody or something, he stands in that one spot and basically becomes Bastion and auto attacks whoever is in his sight for a 10-second duration. The cool thing about Bob is he counts as basically summoning an AI player onto the field. So you can use him to contest points or, capture objectives, push the payload if you guys can't get there as a team. He can also be buffed by nano boost and whatnot. Zarya's shield, I don't remember what it's called. It's really cool. Very excited. I wasn't really big, I fell off of Overwatch for a while, but I will probably come back specifically for this character. She was a lot of fun to play around with. Heroes of the Storm, they announced a new hero, Orphea, who is the heir to the Raven Court. She's the Raven Lord's daughter, and she uses some type of like shadow magic. I think they called it dead magic or something, but it's like a shadow creature that has teeth, a black shadow creature with teeth. And my first thought was that she's basically Venom from Marvel in Heroes of the Storm. Still fun to play, really good wave clear, decent crowd control. I can tell she's going to have good synergy with Zarya and Maiev, or anyone else who can keep a group in one spot. So, got to play her a little bit, and she'd be a good addition. She's the first, original character that's not from the other franchises, so that's cool. StarCraft 2, they announced Zeratul as a new commander, new Allied commander thing. But I wasn't expecting much from StarCraft 2. The story is pretty much done with the everything that led up to, and even Nova Covert Ops. There's not much more they can tell. So I don't think there's going to be anything until they decide to come out with StarCraft 3, whenever that'll be. Hopefully they don't get everyone's hopes up and then come out with like a StarCraft mobile game. I'm not I'm not trying to start anything, but I just wouldn't want that backlash that happened with Diablo Immortal. Although StarCraft on the toilet, you better believe I'd play that. The next thing is Hearthstone. Hearthstone had a new expansion, that they were saying was for the Year of the Raven, with Rastakhan's Rumble, which takes place in the Gurubashi Arena. And it looks, they have the little video, the song and everything. It's all catchy. Like the Hearthstone, trailers and stuff are all really cool. They're all really fun. It's all lighthearted. And they introduced a new ability called Overkill, which activates if you deal more damage than necessary to kill a minion. So if a minion has 3 health and you use an attacker with 4 to kill that minion, that extra damage would activate the Overkill ability, and that would be whatever it does, in general. I think the example they gave was if you overkill an enemy, that minion can attack 3 more times that turn. So it seems pretty overpowered, but I'm sure there's other things that they can do that they'll have, which is really cool. I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to really talk about as far as games. The finals for all of the games were really intense and really, oh man, I lost my voice screaming for these people. Congratulations to South Korea for winning Overwatch. Congratulations to Gen G for winning in Heroes. Congratulations to Method Orange for winning the Arena. Just, oh man, they were all just so intense and so great, and there was so much energy and passion in those games. And that's pretty much what the Blizzard community is about. Everybody just loves what they love with undying passion. The community night, everybody had like great art, costumes, and everything. But specifically, I want to give a shout out to my boys from Detroit. Have no fear. I know that I've already congratulated you in person multiple times, but it's been a long time coming. Those guys have been around for the talent show for years, and the most they got was second place, and it's good. But this year they took home the gold, and they really deserved it. I had the pleasure of watching them rehearse the day before. And, I really felt like they had a really good chance of winning this year. So congratulations once again. Have no fear. Have no fear. Darren DePaul. Not just no fear. Have no fear. The musical guest, I wasn't really excited about Train, but Christian Nairn, a.k.a. Hodor from Game of Thrones, was mixing the turntables and playing house music at the Overwatch Arena. That was cool. That was a lot of fun. And then I checked out Lindsey Sterling for a bit, which she's a really good performer. She's a very, very entertaining performer, good stage presence, good dance moves and costume changes in the middle of things, and good music on top of that. So that was cool. The other things really to recap was the security, understandably, was crazy and ridiculous. Understandably with the events and stuff that I won't get into that have been happening recently, it makes sense that they would ramp up the security so high this year, especially with so many more people attending. Also, the shop sold out really quick. There was a lot of items that I wanted that I didn't get because they were sold out by the first day. You know, I never got a key art shirt. This is from 2014, I think. I want to say 2015, maybe. This is just an old shirt, old BlizzCon shirt, but I didn't get the new one for this year. I was really disappointed in that. So hopefully they restock on the website and I can get a new one. On a personal note, I got to meet Mika Burton, which was very exciting for me because I know who she is. Unfortunately, everyone else that I told, and I'm sure a lot of people watching this don't know who the hell she is. She is LeVar Burton's daughter. LeVar Burton is, he was the host of Reading Rainbow. He was Geordie LaForge in Star Trek, The Next Generation. And then she started working for Rooster Teeth, doing podcasts and various other things. And now she's working as a shoutcaster for the Overwatch League. So it was very nice seeing her. She's just a great person, wonderful smile. And I was starstruck. I was honestly starstruck, and I don't get starstruck because I realize, people are people, whether they're celebrities or not. They put their pants on one leg at a time. But seeing her walk in the room, I was like, oh, and all I could really do was ask for a picture. And I was like, I don't know what to say now. I'm sorry, Mika. I'm like giddy, like a schoolgirl right now. But that was cool. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. That's all I really wanted to go over. I hope this video isn't too long. It was 22 minutes. That's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts on BlizzCon and give a channel update and say that I will be uploading more videos frequently. These past 2 months have been crazy stressful and just time consuming, and something's got to give. And unfortunately, it was my videos, my channel. But now that I've got the time, I'm going to, I promise you, I will dedicate that time into making more videos for you guys to watch. So, you know how we end these? You know what to do. You know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe this video. Check me out on Twitch and Twitter. Links are in the description below. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.